Jihan's achievement of 10 kills at the Colosseum was a big deal, the first of its kind since the Sword King. News of this spread fast through different chat groups and social media platforms. Thanks to this, his stream gained 10,000 subscribers and peaked at over 4,000 live viewers. Surprisingly, the Sword King fan club, who originally wanted Jihan to fail, ended up inadvertently helping him instead. All their anger was now directed towards the Golden Streamer. The Golden Streamer felt annoyed reading the news, but also started to become interested in and even a fan of Jihan. He dreamed of becoming Jihan's editor and turning him into the best in BattleTube star. At the Sword King Palace that night, Saia was amazed by her uncle Jihan's livestream performance and his newfound strength. Everyone wanted to donate to Jihan, but he hadn't set up a donation line yet. Saia suggested setting a minimum donation amount to avoid constant distractions during the game. Jihan agreed and set it to 10,000 GP. However, he was more focused on the epic quest to find the Shadow Queen. Finding the Shadow Queen seemed impossible among the crowded spectators. Saia noticed Jihan's expression and offered to help him. She wanted to know who the Shadow Queen was too, as nobody knew about her yet. Jihan agreed, and his nephew began combing through replays slowly to find her. Jihan was happy with the plan and retreated to his room to contemplate. In his window, he had 2 slots, one for the supporter class and another empty one awaiting something new. Jihan decided to use all his hard-earned achievement points to purchase an extra class slot. With this, he could add a new class to his character. After considering his options, he chose to become a mage. Completing the class change filled Jihan with a new kind of power, different from the divine power he was used to. He could feel the flow of this new energy in his heart. The reason he chose mage after being a supporter was because of a unique stat he could only obtain by having both classes, force, an incredibly powerful ability. In his past life, Jihan often sat with his master, Baron, listening to his drunken ramblings. One day, Baron talked about force, a stat that combined magic and divine power perfectly. It was a gift only he possessed because he had 2 classes. Jihan learned that to achieve it, divine power needed to be at least level 10. Even though Jihan knew the secret, he never thought he could use it until now. With 2 classes and his divine power, he finally had the chance to try it himself. It was a power he needed to prepare for what lay ahead. However, when Jihan attempted to use force, he did it wrong and crashed into a door. He realized he needed to raise his magic power first. After draining most of his magic power from a failed attempt, Jihan tried a different approach. He contained the power within his body and fused his divine and magic powers together, guiding them to the lower elixir field using martial power. It was a painful process, but Jihan managed to achieve it, causing an explosion of force. A window message appeared, indicating that he was attempting to integrate the 3 elixir fields, but also warning him that he was pushing his limits dangerously far. In another room, Saia heard the commotion and screamed, sensing something was wrong with Jihan.